Oh dang, you're bringing out the head cam?
Well, this is it.
This is sick.
This is OG Motion Auto vibes right here, like pulling out the guy.
It's kind of the best because you get every shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
What's been what?
Matt's got a fan now.
Wasn't there?
He was dying.
There is AC in there.
Oh.
You just didn't want to turn it on.
Did you? You know.
It's probably a good day to turn it on.
Yeah, it's probably not.
It's a fucking 100 degrees.
Honestly, he's editing my videos and your videos. It's probably all right. We could probably go close the door, turn it on. Here, watch. Hold on. We'll just turn it on.
Do you think he'll be upset?
That we've been hiding this from him this whole time?
I think it's gonna be good.
There's AC in here?
Yo,
You didn't see that thing the whole time?
No. You'll love this. You see when he busted out because he's not filming or editing? Don't you love him, dude?
Yeah.
He's not edited, so he's like, fuck it, head cam, doing everything.
Rate's going up, dude. Right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, enjoy the AC. Hey, we'll see you later. Enjoy your Civic. Take it for a rip.
See you later, dude.
Oh. Oh. We have a door that opens and shuts nice now. Yeah. Well, one side. Come on, Captain Ruddy, get some shit done, okay? You're fucking around. See, it says recording, and then just point it at me, and then when I talk, and I go like that. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
So today we are messing with the Sunny again and finalizing some of the sanding before we actually put this thing in primer. So in the last video, I kind of fit all of the gaps right here. They turned out really good. Kind of egged out some of the holes a little bit so we could adjust the panel gaps. And then now there's this little flange line that is on all this stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand all that stuff off, kind of DA it with 320 grit, and then we'll get this in some high build primer in order to actually start blocking it and kind of straighten it out. Yeah, nothing to it but to do it. Let's get to work. This is that flange line that I'm talking about right here. So I went ahead and hit this with some quick guide coat, and you can see all of this is gone. There's a little spot right there. So you just kind of sand all that stuff away, level it all out, and then we'll hit this thing with some high build primer. got a little bit of extra built up right here, so all I did was use a little bit of fiberglass, and I kind of taped a flange on the back side of it, and then I put it in the door and kind of folded the tape over and then put some tape on the door so we didn't get any like of the fiberglass on there, and then just kind of filled it in. So we essentially filled the entire gap, and then now I've put it on the truck once or twice, and then so now what we're doing is just kind of blending in this little thing. So we added probably a little over 1/8 of an inch. We need to probably take at least 1/16 of it off. So yeah, now I'm pretty much just kind of sanding it. We'll kind of sand the general shape. I kind of looked at it on the thing. We'll see how it goes, and then I'm actually gonna take a spreader with some sandpaper on it and kind of sit in there and kind of try to shape it perfect. So it's gonna turn out good. Ruddy, what do you think of these gaps?
I think you are the man with a mission. A mission to complete the Sunny, because this thing has been in shambles for years. You know?
The whole entire thing. You look like you're getting a little dirty. My shirt's getting a little dirty, dusty from doing all this body work.
We need some new shirts, but not only new shirts, we need some Sunny shirts. So you guys know this build for me has just been a disaster. I'll be honest, I mean, I'm a lot to blame because I just haven't done the work myself. Dropped it off in Vegas, ended up getting screwed on that. But since Trevor is gonna be the guy, I wanted to do a collab shirt with him, and it's gonna be a Junk X Motion Auto. They're on the screen right now. I mean, what do you think of the design? It was your designer, and I think he slayed it.
No, he's done awesome. So it's an insane design for this thing. Like, it obviously has
and that's
the whole
our vision of what we want it to look like at the end of it.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to kind of see it on a shirt and kind of see it come together like animated, and then we can kind of mimic what we wanted from that shirt. You know what I mean? I think it's cool.
And every purchase on the website, so obviously the Sunny shirt goes towards getting some entries for a chance to win the F-250 as well.
Yeah, which is, I mean, one of the most beautiful trucks I've ever seen.
It's
and
pretty nice.
That's not a lie at all.
Well,
Like,
and you guys can tell we're working on Rudniks truck in the background too. So a lot of stuff is happening, a lot of progress is being made. But if you guys wouldn't mind supporting the channel, supporting the build of all of these things, the Sunny shirt can make it possible. Also, if you want the chance of driving home that F-250, you might as well cop one of the shirts.
Yeah, and buying collab tees like that kind of helps me and Trev like continue to work together and stuff like that. There's a benefit there, and there's also a benefit of you getting a sick shirt, and there's also a benefit of you potentially driving away that 250.
Well, and we also can't have people like wearing the shirt without the truck being completed.
So we gotta complete it.
So we gotta get it done.
So you buy the shirts, we complete the truck. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. All right, link will be down in the description. Hey, how much progress did we make today?
Honestly, a lot. I'm really happy with it, to be honest. I've been working on the truck all day. You've been working on the other truck all day.
The little bitty truck. So I went ahead and got some of them gaps fixed up a little bit. I still need to actually bolt the fender on, but they already look way better. And there's not that much filler there at all. And it's like a fiberglass filler, and literally when it dried, there's like hairs sticking out of it, like fiberglass hair sticking out.
You did that so quick. I didn't even know you did that.
It's really strong.
Because I just been working out back the whole day.
So bam, right there. That looks a lot better. So
way better.
Yeah, I was hoping to get everything in primer today, and I think we're going back to the saying of, if you think it's gonna take you an hour, it's gonna take you a day. It takes you a day, it takes you a week.
Oh no, I haven't heard that.
You haven't heard that?
Let's not say that.
It's what happens.
No, let's not start with that motto. That sounds like that sucks.
It's not that great. Ruddy cooked some bison today.
Pound, dude, a pound every
Pound of
day.
bison.
Keeps the doctor away, maybe.
And then we are getting ready to go shoot some video with the giveaway truck right there. So if you guys haven't got in for a chance to win, you guys already know the deal with that. We're gonna go film some more ads.
Yeah, sounds like you better enter.
Some upcoming promos, right?
Look how good it looks, honestly.
That's a nice unit.
It's a beautiful unit.
And it drives as good as it looks, too.
Put up a roller of it right now, the one I got on my iPhone. This is an iPhone shot, and look at how crisp it looks.
Good. I wish I was driving it.
Well, look at that guy.
Yeah,
well, it's gonna be me driving this thing here soon. That's gonna be my unit. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this for that. Can you believe it?
No, can't believe I'm getting rid of my truck. Mine's in shambles back there, but it's coming together. I'm actually really excited for Josh to get here tomorrow and body fill all that stuff. I'm stoked, to be honest.
Check it out on the Race For Miata YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, dude.
You need to change your name to the Rudnik. Just do it.
Just Rudnik. Literally.
Just Rudnik. That's it. Done.
I'm pissed.
Hey, wow!
Hey!
Who's that guy?
Hey, you guys.
Production,
Who's that guy? Hey, you ready to go shoot some rollers?
I'm down, dude.
All right, let's get her done.
You guys ready to see some ads?
What the hell is this? Oh my god.
Oh, wow. So we're at the little photo spot, and it started raining. It actually rained almost the whole drive, the whole way here, but this thing looks, I think it still looks clean. We just washed it right before we left the shop. So Charles is outside shooting some photos, but kind of raining. You probably still film some ads. But I think we're gonna head over to the parking garage after this. Charles, is crazy. We just cleaned this thing.
Literally, like, what, an hour ago?
Yeah.
And then we drove through a rainstorm, picked up all the dirt and debris. Now she's like caked with it.
Like, you could see it right here. Back here though, you can't really tell.
Yeah, on camera at least.
It is good, but it was clean.
It was so clean.
It was so clean, but man, good looking unit. I like that. That patina. All right, boys, so we made it to the shop and nothing's happened since, you know, I haven't worked on this yet because I was gone yesterday, but that is where we added the little bit of filler. So we need to finish blocking this stuff out, get in all these little cracks, because the goal for today is to get the front end of this thing in primer. So we got Eric over here sanding this guy, getting this thing all nice, right? Getting all the cracks, crevices,
Nice and pretty.
making it nice, pretty, and smooth.
Yeah, please.
So this hood also has a weird little crack in it right there. So I'm gonna start messing with that. We're gonna get the hood sanded down. And again, we're gonna try to get everything in primer today. Also, this front bumper, I think it comes in 2 pieces and you have to like glue it together, or at least that's kind of what it looks like they did. So I'm gonna go ahead and block that little flange off right there and then smooth that all out, because everything's getting primer today, right?
Oh, everything. The bed, the sunny. Dang, that is kind of crazy, huh?
That's nice,
We
huh?
can make that smooth.
Yeah. Do you wanna try it?
But if you would paint that, you would obviously see
Yeah,
that.
paint is like a magnifying glass on anything bad. So
Like even this shit.
anything that you could, yeah, if you could feel that,
no, it's coming off.
if you could feel it,
You can see it.
you could see it. And
That's
it,
kind
even-
of like rap.
Even if you can't feel it, you could see it on the paint, which is kind of crazy. So Josh has been making some good progress on the bed. He got this little dent all stud gunned out, but again, Rudniks kind of making a little bit of video on that. But plan is to get this in primer today too. Basically everything's getting in primer today is kind of the plan, because you guys know we love the primer. Just went ahead and taped off the sunny a little bit right here. I got the fender bolted on, and I'm gonna start blocking this, but can't really block it right now without really having any guide coat on it. So we'll go ahead and spray a little bit of this stuff on there. This will really show us all the low spots. Do a little bit of filler work on it right now before we, actually I'm gonna go ahead and, actually we're painting all that anyhow, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna say a little bit of overspray over there, but do a little bit of filler work on this before we get it in primer. So right here, blocked out this fender with the guide coat. Obviously we're dealing with just the factory gel coat, so it has a little bit of a buildup to kind of sand off and smooth some stuff out. So you can see, like right here, there's a little spot, so you can see the guide coat showing up, so that is a little bit of a low spot. Same thing with like right here and right here, but I don't think those are too deep to where we actually need to do any filler on them right now. Same thing with up here on the top. So you can see just a little dark spot, and all that is just showing us there's a little bit of a low spot right there, and I think the primer should pretty much fill that in. These fenders are really nice for what they are, for being fiberglass, so they should, a lot of stuff should come out in the primer, and we probably won't really even have to do much filler on them at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand on this side, and we'll probably, looking at it right here, this spot I definitely think is gonna be low. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this block ready to go. I'm just using some 220 grit right now. So you can see like that's a little low spot, kind of coming down over here. You'll see a little bit right there. So this is all just stuff that you would normally see in the paint. Like if we were to just like scuff this fender and shoot it, like we would have looked at it and it would have just been kind of wavy. So we're gonna go ahead and get it all blocked out and flat. So block it out a little bit more. I don't want to go too deep into the gel coat. And then we'll hit it with the high build primer, and then we'll be able to block this thing out basically super straight after that. Oh, that's a bold move. That's a bold move right there.
You like that?
That's pretty nice. So, been pretty busy today. Basically, not even really working on the sunny. I feel like I just hopped over here and kind of started helping.
In fairness, the sunny needed a lot of prep work, you know, so everyone was kind of just like tag team and sanding it for the day, so there wasn't really much you could do, honestly.
So then Josh got like all of the body work done on this. I just kind of went over and finalized a couple things. So the bed, which was in pretty rough shape, is actually going in the booth. So we are getting something in primer today, right?
Yeah.
And then, how late do you think we'll be? Do you think we work on a 4-wheeler tonight?
Yeah, as long as you let me go to the gym.
We could at
I'm
least work on one.
Yeah,
one
I'm
of
yours.
them.
As long as I get to go to the gym, after that, I'm you, man.
Ready to rip. Hopping in the booth, ready to spray some primer. Kind of setting up the paint gun. You don't need a whole lot of air pressure when you're spraying primer. This gun sprays it pretty thick. It has a 1.8 tip on it. So we also don't want a whole lot of overspray because we don't want to have to mask everything, and we don't want to just get a bunch of primer dust on everything. So as you can see, almost all of the primer that's coming out of the gun is just going straight on the panel. So because it's high volume, low pressure, so you kind of lower the air pressure, and you can see it seems like it's almost spraying just paint out, and that works really well, especially on thick primer. When you're spraying clear coat, you'll get a little bit more. I forgot to actually mask that right there, so I'll come back later and mask that before I hit that with a full coat. But I'm hitting all of the main spots that we did with primer first. So you see I hit all the hell dents first. There's no reason to add a whole bunch of material to the rest of the bed that we just need to sand off. But on these areas right here with the heavy body work, I made sure to do a nice thick coat all over those, and we ended up doing about 3 coats on this bed. So kind of one coat going over the spots, another kind of general coat going over, and then another one as well. Went ahead and hit the whole tailgate. It had a lot of little spots on it, and I wanted to make sure to have enough of a build on there to go back and catch any dents that we may have missed. I initially didn't want to spray the Super Duty emblem or the little indented logo, but I figured I was already there and I didn't want to sand the dust, so I tried to make that a nice smooth even coat over the Super Duty so it would be easier to sand later. Got to fill up the primer again. We had a little bit left over in there. Now we should have enough to do a full wet coat on everything. Primer is laid down. This thing looks pretty good. Nice and smooth, nice and straight. It's got some texture to it, but we will sand that all out, block that all out. Probably not tomorrow, maybe the day after. What do you think of primer?
Nice and thick, I like it.
You're supposed to be touching that?
Well, it's dry now, we're good.
Yeah, it's all right.
I just saw you touch it,
yeah,
so don't start with me.
It's all right. It's all right, yeah.
Trying to out me, man.
So, yeah, primer laid down good. Big fan of the primer. Obviously, that's it. But yeah, this thing, it's just crazy because how many dents were on this thing today. And obviously, once this thing gets blocked out smooth, like everything's just going to be gone.
It looks really good. I'm actually so stoked for how it's going to come out.
Yep.
You have no idea.
At least we got some primer out of the gun today. The goal was initially to obviously get the Sunny, but kind of started blocking on this thing today. Ended up getting kind of busy doing some other stuff. Put a little bit of fiberglass right here because that place, it basically had some cracks that went all the way down into the gel coat. And if the gel coat is cracked, like for example, this will do it. See that? So see how that gel coat is cracked right there. Essentially, there's a little spider crack right there on the fender, and if you do not sand that all the way through the gel coat, get rid of that crack in order to get to the fiberglass, which is kind of a little bit flexible underneath, that will essentially just keep coming back. It'll just, you know, you sand it, you prime it, it'll fill the scratches, and then eventually it'll kind of shrink back and do some weird stuff. So we definitely don't want any of that. So that's why I sanded this all the way down and then put a little bit of the Duraglass on top of that. And we'll go ahead and block that out tomorrow. And then all of this stuff should be in primer. So the guys today worked hard on this stuff. So got everything here scuffed, got this blocked out. We have all of these pieces right here. So we have the front lip, the little trim, everything right here, all these tiny little intricate pieces. Those are all gonna get primed, and I'm gonna hit them in a really kind of thin coat of primer because we don't really, there's not much that we really even need to fill on them. And honestly, I might not even prime some of that stuff. Maybe just a coat of sealer before we actually spray it. But I mean, it just looks, it all looks pretty good, pretty straight. So I don't think we need to do much with that. Obviously, we got a lot of things going on at the shop. We got the SR we need to figure out. We got my 2J S14, which is just completely torn apart and kind of on the back burner right now. Rudniks truck is on the lift. And we got the 7.3 Godzilla Mustang, which is just kind of patiently awaiting for its next stage, which I'm pretty excited about. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Really appreciate you watching. Thank you guys for subscribing and all the support of everybody who's kind of seems like they're tuning back in on the Trevor Jameson channel. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the Sunny and Ruddy collab content. I'm super stoked for the truck. It's going to be freaking awesome. And I'm really excited for how this thing is going to turn out, but needs a lot of work. So definitely body work takes a little bit of time. Appreciate you guys watching. See you later.